Okay. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate you not telling them the truth, so yeah, thank you. My name's Carrie Reese. I'm with Vocational Rehabilitation. I'm a job coach. This is Laura Beth. She's a job coach. She works with me. So I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy lunch hours to be with us here today and to learn what we're all about. And also, thank you for allowing us to be here today. And special thanks to Ms. Laura Beth for helping to put this tech-savvy PowerPoint presentation together for us. So it's something to help illuminate the minds and dazzle the eyes. But we've got some great information for you all. Real quick, there's a couple of very colorful handouts that we have put here. This is our training opportunities flyer. There's also one called the VR Snapshot. So some great information, just kind of to piggyback what I'm going to talk about today. But vocational rehabilitation. We are a state agency, just like Thrive Upstate, DSS, DHEC, so Grable Tech. So what we do in a nutshell is we work with individuals with disabilities and we help get them to work. That's what we do. We've got some very informative stuff for you this morning. This is just a great overview of what we have. I love this touch screen. I'm probably not going to get over this yet. Wow, okay. More tech savvy than I've been in a while, but some great stuff. We just want to give you an overview about what we're all about and what we can help offer you from vocational rehabilitation. So what we do, our mission is preparing and assisting eligible South Carolinians with disabilities to achieve and maintain competitive employment. That's what we do. Our mission also works great partners with WIOA, the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. This has created a great dual customer approach within VR and has resulted in a robust list of consumer and business services. Love that. Our consumer services, just a list of things that kind of help make that up. Our services for people with disabilities fall within 4 major categories in the vocational rehabilitation process. Assessment, disability management, training, and job search, which leads to individualized direct job placement in the community. Assessment is one of our biggest things here. Assessment helps determine a consumer's strengths and abilities. This may include a comprehensive evaluation to help assess some design strategies which can help overcome issues related to substantial physical disabilities. Career exploration with the help of local labor market information will help the consumer identify their best vocational objective. And then an individualized plan for employment, we call it an IPE. Lots of acronyms in VR. That is then laid out with all the details, all the services that the consumer will need to become competitively employed. Disability management is another big thing that we do. Disability management helps consumers understand and take control of the barriers impairing their employment. This may include a rehabilitation technology consultation to suggest tools that might help a consumer overcome physical barriers that may exist at home, at school, or in the workplace. Or it may include a referral to one of our 4-week residential inpatient treatment center programs, such as the Palmetto Center down in Florence, which can focus on the emotional, physical, and medical aspects of confronting an addiction. This is a great slide right here showing our rehabilitation technology. Our state office in Columbia has a wonderful evaluation center of which the rehab technology is a part. This is one of our superstars, Tom Jackman, right here. He's one of the rocket scientists down in Columbia who helped make some great things happen for people with substantial disabilities. So we can help accommodate them in just priceless different facets and accommodations for their jobs. So they make good stuff happen every day. Okay. Job preparedness classes and training. Okay, this is another great one. We have 25 training centers throughout the state. With these training centers, we provide consumers with classroom instruction and hands-on training that mainly fall within three major categories: foundational skills, training to help learn those basic soft skills, interpersonal skills; demand-driven training that's driven by their vocational goals and sector strategies; also customized training to help meet an employer's specific needs and goals as well. So this training is provided in our work training centers by partnering with over 400 businesses statewide. This is just a handful. We have lots of different contracts with several different companies here. North American Rescue is a big one. That one may kind of perk your interest there. Of course, Michelin and some Walgreens Distribution Center is another huge partner with us, as well as the others that you list there. But we partner with, I think, literally probably hundreds of businesses throughout the state. Let's say this specialized training in our training centers gives businesses an outsourced resource, helps consumers gain valuable work experience. Our business services, VR business services mainly fall within these four major categories: planning, recruiting, training, and job retention. Last year in 2018, we provided services to over 1,000 businesses, locations statewide. We have a business development specialist in every office, and at least one throughout the upstate as well, an upstate business development specialist. But these are kind of the sales guys for VR. So they work in partnership with us. They are usually the single contact people for our businesses. So, or at least Laura and I let them think so, don't we? So yeah, so we do a lot of that as well. Also, we offer in the planning stage, VR staff meet with business industry leaders to learn more about their workforce needs. We then provide information and support to help them create a strategic plan to help meet those needs. And some of these services do include employer site visits, informational presentations, just like today, educational training sessions, tours of our offices, our work training centers, and community resource referrals as well. So what we do is we work with employers to help them build strong, diverse workforce through job fairs and vocationally focused talent fairs. These events give consumers access, give employers access to untapped talent pools of professionals to help meet their needs. So we work with individuals age 16 and above. So, you know, I've been with VR for a little over 17 of my 29 years, and you know, I enjoy it today as much as the day I started. I've seen some phenomenal things happen, and we're at just the beginning for me, so we've got some great things going on. But also, like I say, we approach employers when a position comes available. We assist employers with a task analysis, pre-screening, candidate referrals, interview scheduling, Our business partners really like this. It saves them a lot of time and money from just having to post job openings on websites, which we understand that's formality, that has to be done anyway, but also, waiting for applicants is another big thing. We have the opportunity to pre-select qualified professional candidates that are going to be a great match for this employer and for the job that we're going to send them on. So it's definitely a win-win right there. Okay. Also, we partner with businesses to provide work-based, on-the-job training, internships, registered apprenticeships, and customized training to meet the employer's specific needs. Some of these activities are, of course, direct placement, hire first, some are work experiences, but all of these come with some form of financial support to help that employer reduce their training costs. And they may also include the work opportunity tax credit. So all of these wonderful community-based evaluations that we call them provide some great experiences not only for the consumer but for the employer, the business as well. I presently have quite a few of these going on myself. I have one young man in college interested. He's majoring in business administration, interested in hotel hospitality management. I have him on an internship with a large employer here in Greenville. I also have another young man with that same employer on what we call an on-the-job training, looking for a great part-time opportunity as well, because he does receive Social Security benefits. So, we take into account their needs and what they're looking for and help make some wonderful things happen. Customized training is also a big thing, responding to employers' needs. They may have a job that a lot of people are doing that maybe they don't have time to do or don't like to do. Maybe we could have someone to come in and maybe help them out who has the basic skills and tools to do that job, so that those people can be more productive in other areas. So that's something that we offer as well, but we offer the financial support to get that done as well. And also with these internships and on-the-job trainings, we cover the workers' compensation, the liability for employers. There's no obligation to them whatsoever. So it's a win-win. So our job retention services are also available to help businesses who wish to retain valuable employees who may need help due to a disability that may be jeopardizing their employment. Something as simple as anxiety, depression, alcohol, or other substance abuse, or a physical impairment. Our goal is to help that person minimize or eliminate what is interfering and helping impede their employment and their job performance. And these services can include a comprehensive evaluation, rehabilitation technology, as I mentioned, and also substance abuse evaluation. I mentioned our evaluation center in Columbia. That's in our state office. We have many wonderful tools and things down there to help evaluate our consumers and help assess them with a great vocational objective and a great opportunity for them when they leave. So we've got, oh my goodness, computer training and informational IT training center, physical therapy, occupational therapy, oh my goodness, aquatic therapy, just to name a few. We also have the Bryant Center, our upstate evaluation center. In Lyman, we saw a need for that up here in the upstate, and that has been a win-win as well. We just recently opened a training center there not too awfully long ago, so that is full speed ahead. And what do all of these wonderful services cost these consumers? Absolutely nothing. Taxpayers' dollars. So, all right, the big one. ROI, return on investment. That's important. That's important. The results of all these wonderful partnerships between individuals, communities, government, and other private sectors has resulted in more than 6,600 consumers securing competitive integrated employment last year. 80% of those people had no earnings at all at the referral when they began their rehabilitation. In addition, those taxpayers, those consumers, are going to repay $5.43 in taxes for every dollar spent on their rehabilitation. So they're going to pay that back within about a 3.5-year period, and that's going to result in about a 30% annual return on taxpayer investment. So that comes back threefold. That's phenomenal. Love it. Love it. But that's just a little bit of what we do. We do cover both sides of the coin here. So VR is here to help you when you need to prepare for and find work. We're also here to help you when you need to find talented workers. Okay, Laura and I do both. We do it all. So, but yeah, feel free to visit us on our website. It is www.scvrd.net. Also, we have a toll-free number, 1-800-832-7526. So that's just a little bit about us. We're vocational rehabilitation, so let's go to work.
Yeah. Questions for Carrie?
Thank you. I didn't overspeak.
No.
But,
Hey, I'm going.
okay, thank you, thank you, okay.
So how do people qualify for services like?
Excellent question. We secure records, medical records, to establish eligibility into the program. So, so we secure medical records and educational records. So, with high school students we work with, if they have an individualized education plan, an IEP, we can write an IPE on them. They would be eligible for their services. You know, even students, I used to work in another capacity with students in our transition group, which is helping those students transition successfully from school to work, you know, and post-secondary education. But I worked with countless kids with ADHD, learning disabilities, dyslexia. I know I've got wonderful, wonderful kids, had some huge success. Those EPs are going to help establish eligibility for them, and then also medical records, you know, if they have any other underlying physical conditions as well. So,
What age do you start working on that?
usually anywhere from age 16 on up. Yeah. I've got a young lady right now. She just turned 70. She's wanting something part-time, and she's in our training center. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have a question?
First I was going to say,
Louisa.
thank you. You
Yes,
told
ma'am.
my daughter, I have a deaf daughter, but that's on the 30s. And now she lives in Great Court and works at one of the factories there in VR Health. And she's doing so great. I think that company just calls VR, okay, we need somebody else. You know, she's deaf, but that's an example of something you guys help our deaf community a lot. So we really appreciate it.
Well, hey, the pleasure's ours. You know, that's a great point. The deaf and hard of hearing population are some of the best workers you will ever have.
If you show them,
Period.
they're happy to work.
Exactly.
And she's full-time off, you know, is not on disability anymore, has her own insurance. I mean, she's got a good job. Every time you turn around, she's getting a raise. And I mean,
wow.
Carrie, how much did you pay her to come in here and tell
I like the part about every time she turns around, she's getting a raise.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're very proud of you.
Okay,
But I
that's
wanted to
awesome.
ask a question. I work in the disabilities, you know, at River Tech.
Yeah.
Some of our adult students come to us, never had a disability before, and maybe a car accident or, you know, like brain injuries and stuff. And then we end up job working with them, and it's really hard for them because they're not used to being deaf, or, you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
weren't born with
Yeah.
these disabilities. Do you guys work with them too? If they, do they usually get them too?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I've seen a lot in my 17 plus years. Some disabilities are very obvious, a lot are hidden. How many of us saying have anxiety, depression, all kind of stuff? I knew my parents were going through a hard physical time a few years ago. I mean, it was all I could do to keep my day job and keep them at home from going to a nursing home that they didn't want to do. And it was overwhelming, to say the least. And I'm sure I had quite a few things going on, and, with divine intervention, we got through it. But, I realized then, it's not hard. I mean, every one of us are right there in the blink of an eye from being on the other side of the table. There's a young lady in one of our training centers has a disability with voice. Has been in customer service for years and years, a college grad. She started losing her voice. Couldn't figure out why. Still do not know why. She's having to find a new career. Something as simple as that. And we help just about everybody. But we do secure those medical records to establish eligibility.
One other question. I've toured your office building and Daniel building before.
Yeah.
What do those workers do in terms that work in that building?
Yeah.
And I think I remember hearing that that all Medicaid applications go through voc rehab in that space, or a lot of them do. So what in terms of approving Medicaid, does voc rehab have any?
I don't.
You know what? Any?
Not that I know
Okay.
of.
I thought when I did that tour.
Yeah, and it may be something that I'm
There were
not.
doctors that were in that building that approved all.
Robin, I think you're thinking about Social Security.
No, my question was kind of along the same lines. There's really, some folks with disabilities are served by DDSN.
Correct.
Some folks are served by VR. How do you determine
Oh,
how
that's
that
the
happens?
issue.
Okay, and some are served by both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we get a lot of referrals from the Drive Upstate. People who want to work, individuals who want to work competitively, and we evaluate them to see if they are capable of competitive employment, if that's an option. A lot of times it is, sometimes it's not. It's just based on, we have some different evaluation procedures as well. For example, like we would evaluate someone in our training center, maybe for a week or two initially, to see how they would be as far as working competitively, with other people in a great competitive setting. We may also try them on what we call a trial work experience out in the community, where they would actually be working on the job in a capacity that they have an interest in, with us right there with them, to help decide, well, okay, can they work competitively in the community, So a lot of different tools like that as well. If we're not sure whether it's some physical impairments or something like that, maybe refer them to our Bryant Center in Lyman, or maybe possibly the evaluation center in Columbia. Does that answer?
It does. DDSN requires there not to be an open case with VR to be able to serve them through DDSN, I believe.
Yeah.
And so, they may come to you first and you evaluate, and then you have to close their case for us to, in fact, the person we're serving now in employment, we had to get that letter to begin the process.
Yeah. Good question.
Y'all, we're going to pivot to our second presenter, Jessica.
Okay.
Let's give her a good hand.